marshmallows, I just need people. People. Free stuff. Don, quit roasting the marshmallows now. Let's save that.
S'mores? You want a s'mores?
There we go. Now we're bringing them in. Free shirts. Free.
I like the backpacks better. Just saying. This is from last year.
Spread out. Spread out. You're all good. One bottle, get all these. Let's not get our fingers burned in there, Jake.
Take this one.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Great New York State Fair. Welcome to the National Grid Live Gas Demonstration. We're glad you're here. If you're going to hang around us for 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20, I can stretch it a little longer. I'm going to teach you a little bit about what goes on in the gas department here at National Grid. We install, maintain, and provide emergency services 365 days a year. All the months, we're here. No such thing as 8-hour days. All 10s, 12s, overnights, rest time. We're here to provide safe, efficient service for all of you, especially in time of emergency. So I got a lot to go through, but before I do, I got to introduce a great crew who's done a great job all day long for us. To my left is gas mechanic Jake Demers. Next to him is Wild Will Sawtell.
Yeah!
The guy that's going to burn himself pretty quick, Chief Gas Mechanic 8, Mr. Dangerous Don Ivanchak. And on the end here, Gas Mechanic Connor Danger Us. So what do we know about gas? What do we know about natural gas? Flammable. Don, short of flammable. You want to wait? Okay. So does gas have smell to it? Does natural gas have a smell to it?
No.
Natural gas in its raw state has no smell. There, you know what that stuff is? This will be a big question. I'll make you a gas mechanic today. Do you know what it's? So near and yet so far. Mercaptan. Mercaptan is what gives it that rotten egg smell. And when you're smelling that rotten egg smell, there's a reason for it. If you're smelling it, something's wrong. Call us. I can't tell you the calls that we've gone on where as soon as you pull up the house, you say, what do you got? She's been smelling gas. How long have you been smelling it for? I don't know. A couple of months. A couple of months. Got to call us right away. So the gas comes to our feeding stations, or it comes from north from Canada, south from Mexico, feeds all our stations. Our stations feed all our mains, like this here, runs in front of your house. Okay? There's your main. There's your service. There's your service line that runs up to your house to your meter. Okay? Stations that push our stuff run at 600 pounds and over. When it gets to the main right here, it's at 22 pounds. So like I said, everybody knows that gas is dangerous, you smell it, it's a problem, but the big thing with it is, it's flammable. If you smell it, it gets in your house, anything will shut it off, set it off. Cell phone, dragging your feet across the carpet. If it gets to that optimum level, which is 15, 5 and 15, it's explosive. Every day, I'm sorry, ma'am? Parts per million? We don't use parts per million. It's 5 to 15 air, the rest of it gas is in optimum state to ignite. So, every day, that's part of our job. Gas rip-ups, installing services. In the course of a year, we replace about 50 miles of gas main. The old gas main was made out of this right here, cast iron. There's stuff that's been in the ground since the late 1800s, 1880, 1890, 1900. I've seen 1914. That gentleman there with the brush cut, I'm sure he's seen stuff a little bit earlier. 50s and 60s, started putting gas main, we started using steel. Then we went to coated steel. And now this is what we install right now, polyethylene plastic pipe. And one of the reasons it's so good is because on all these here, you're going to need a valve. You have to find a valve to shut it down, okay? The plastic, it goes with hot and cold, up and down, doesn't crack, doesn't break. And the most important thing is if we need to shut it down for an emergency, we could squeeze it. Like right here being an emergency. Somebody that didn't call Dick Safe, and we'll get to that, put the tooth in their bucket right through a live gas main, screaming 22 pounds, 24 pounds. He's gonna put a set of squeezers on it. And we'll just squeeze it off, cut out what we need, make the repair. So it takes about approximately 4.5 years to become a journeyman gas mechanic at National Grid. Lots to see, a lot of testing. We work under OSHA rules. We test under federal government rules. We're one of the few utilities that test every year. We have to keep our quals up.
Anytime. Yeah, anytime.
If you read the paper a lot, if you look at California, you see a lot of explosions in California, okay? I don't know if they're not as regulated or they're not as persistent as we are. We go out every year, we walk every main, we walk every service to every house. We're checking for leaks, we're checking for corrosion, we're checking for all that, and we immediately fix it. Doesn't sound like a lot, but replacing 50 miles. 811 is not a, does anybody know what 811 is?
Like we were gonna plan on going, we're gonna stay here.
I'm sorry, ma'am?
We're out of town really.
Yes, you want somebody to mark out your utilities. So if you decide that you want a mailbox, or you're gonna plant a tree, or you're gonna run anything, anytime you're gonna dig at your house, you gotta call 811 up. It's not a National Grid law, it's a state law. Okay, so a lot of times, I know you've left your house, and everything goes good, you come home, and all of a sudden there's all this paint in your street, okay? We call that somebody rainbowed your street, okay? Somebody's digging, whether it's us or the water department, somebody's doing shots at it. What do you think the number one thing we worry about is every day?
Eight shots.
Each other.
Traffic.